So hi, this is Nick, and I'm here with Helen Oldfield. Hi, Helen. How are you?
Hi, I'm well. Great to be here, Nick.
Good. Well, we've known each other for a few years now, and it's our second opportunity to work together because we worked together when you were working at the Institute of Leadership and Management, didn't we? And I delivered a workshop for your audience, and that went very well.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's right. It's our most successful workshop ever, actually, I seem to recall.
Brilliant. So we've had a friendship that's evolved, and it's our first opportunity to actually present something together because you have a passion for marketing. And for most people, that's, just doesn't compute because so many people that love what they do say, but I hate having to market myself.
Mm.
But you have a real passion for marketing. So to tell me more about your passion for marketing, why do you love and care about marketing so much?
Well, that's a great question. In many ways, I see marketing as the alchemy that helps organisations or individuals who are running businesses to really sell their story, but in a way that is engaging and exciting and makes a difference. And the thing about marketing is often the transformational piece that takes that kind of inner product or service that the organisation or the person is offering and puts it out in a way to the world that engages and excites their clients. So I guess I like the transformational piece. I like the communications part of it, the design part of it, and the bit that works and connects with people outside.
Great. And I think one of the things that I love about your approach to marketing is it's kind of about putting the client first, really, isn't it? It's so easy to think of marketing as just an abstract activity that we have to do whether we want to do it or not. But, for you, it really starts with the client, doesn't it? So talk more about what you think brilliant marketing actually starts with.
Well, I do think, marketing is a range of, a broad topic that covers a range of disciplines from PR to communications to your website to social media. But actually, knowing and loving and understanding your customer is absolutely key. It's the first step in really building either a successful product or a successful business. And knowing your customer isn't just a kind of manipulative attempt to get business out of them. It's a way to really connect with them and understand them. And get excited about what their either problems are or the solutions that they require, and a way for you to then start building your authentic voice, which is actually the thing that is at the heart of marketing. It's not just a kind of level of disciplines. It's really at the centre of it is a clear voice around you, your passion, your purpose, and connecting with individuals out there.
Oh, brilliant. So, the word that comes to mind when you're speaking is you really care about serving clients. And
Yeah, you
marketing
have
is the
to.
vehicle for serving
Yes,
clients, really,
yes,
understanding and serving.
yes, but it's a creative way of doing it. So the fascinating thing about marketing is that you can play with things. You can play with design, you can play with messaging, and you can play with different ways to present yourself in different environments. So that's the creative piece. But at the heart of that is really just coming back to knowing your customer, wanting to connect with them, and knowing what drives them.
Because I think what you've touched on there is kind of maybe even bigger than you realise. Because I think one of the reasons I think so many people are put off the idea of marketing is they automatically assume it's about manipulation. And what
Yes.
you've just said, it's really about understanding and caring about, and we don't use the word all that much, but loving your clients. So it's
Yes.
about inspiring and serving and really giving them what they want. It's not about manipulating them.
Yes. Yeah, and I think that's something people do see, and manipulative marketing is out there, of course, and you see it all the time.
And sadly, it works.
Well, to a certain degree, but
Yeah.
not always. And I think people are becoming much more emotionally sophisticated and much more discerning. And also people don't want to create a business that is about manipulative marketing. They do genuinely want to do something that is conscious and aware. And I think you're absolutely right. Nobody wants to talk about love in a work environment. But I think genuinely underneath, people do want to feel that they're loved when they're connecting with organisations and people. I know I do.
Yeah.
And I personally, and I know lots of people do, are more moving towards wanting to work in an environment where they feel that they can express their love and gratitude and connection and authenticity to the market or the customer. So it makes us feel good. And when we feel good, we're more likely to engage with a company or a person.
So we could have called this feel-good marketing.
All good marketing is great.
Another kind of thing that just comes to mind, I know so many people have said this to me over the years, is they believe that marketing is about obnoxious self-promotion. So how would you help people understand that marketing needn't be that?
Yes. Well, there are plenty of obnoxious self-promoters, of course, but I think it's limited, and I think actually people know and can tell on a sort of emotional and a mental level when things are manipulative and obnoxious. And I don't think people want to engage with that. And I think, people that we're talking to and your community, Nick, they do want to do something different. They are doing something out of passion and purpose and love. And, that is the counterbalance to something that worked actually quite well for quite a long time. Mass marketing with its big budget and it's kind of overriding messages. If you don't buy this, you'll fail as a human being. Those drivers were very effective for a long time, but the tide is turning. You only have to look at something like the John Lewis advert and the kind of social media and the kind of effect it has, the Christmas ones. They really make such a difference, don't they? Because everybody likes them. They're lovely. They make people feel good. So, yeah.
And if I can just add a dimension as well, because we're going to jointly do this evening, and one of the dimensions that I like to bring in, which is not talked about that much, is, well, I believe on almost like a spiritual level, I suppose, that each of us are here with unique gifts and talents, and that each of us, when we really show up as who we are, actually are the answer to each other's prayers. So one of the ways that I look at marketing is like, I'm so grateful for the people that have shown up and helped me in my life, and I know there are so many people that are grateful that I've shown up in their lives. So there's this mutuality of kind of win-win, that we're really here to serve each other, and that marketing is the process by which we find and serve each other.
Yeah, and I think that's lovely, in terms of looking at marketing, because actually there is something powerful and synchronicitous when you get the marketing right. So you're really tuning into your audience and giving them what they need, and you're giving something that's really true to your own service. Then all sorts of incredible things can happen that you could never read about in a marketing book. But is really powerful and really does make miracles happen. So yeah.
So I suppose the word I would use then, it kind of works energetically, doesn't it? On a level that it's not so much visible, but it's felt.
Absolutely, and the wonderful thing about marketing is it can reflect back in your market. So that kind of magical, energetic. Once you're tuned into your purpose and your market, it starts to reflect back, and I think that's one of the key reasons I love marketing.
Oh, great. So let's just chat quickly. Like, what are you planning to cover in the evening?
Well, certainly some of the kind of nuts and bolts about what marketing is, because of course there is a very practical side around your website, your key messages, dipping your toe in the social media ocean, and really getting some insight from your customers and your market. So I think we'll be covering some of the practical things you should do and have a look at. You don't have to do all of them, but it's certainly worth having a bit of a plan around the things that you might tackle as you kind of set up a plan for a year. And then really looking at, that authentic piece, because I'm a big believer that, no marketing works without passion and emotion. So how you can really start feeding some emotion into your marketing. And it'd be good if people were there with some examples that they might want to bring to the table, and we could have a look at, how could they really push out their key messages and their kind of passion in that. So, I'd like to do the practical side and then the kind of emotional piece and the purpose piece as well.
Oh, great. Well, I'm looking forward to the evening. And I know, offline, you said one of your kind of favourite marketing campaigns was the Dove one. Do you want to just say, just describe that for people that may not know it, and share what it is that you love so much about that?
So there was the Dove Real Beauty campaign, which has been going on for a few years now. But in my mind, that's one of the most successful and powerful, emotional-led marketing pieces and campaigns that there has ever been. In that they did interviews and got to know their market, their customer, which were women who were sick to death of seeing stick-thin women as models and, airbrush the nth degree and feeling inadequate against that kind of advertising. So Dove very cleverly started then the Real Beauty campaign, taking women of all shapes and sizes, all colours, all ages, which age is quite a radical thing for a beauty campaign, and putting older women with grey hair but looking really amazing into their advertising, and have changed the face of advertising for women, which has been the same for about 20 years. Just women have been getting thinner over those 20 years, and now they've got something really powerful, very different, and highly successful. So for me, that touches all the things around knowing your audience, doing something, just really quite different and radical, but, amazing and powerful and the right thing to do as well.
Brilliant. Yeah. Well, I'm looking forward to this evening that we're going to present together. So it's the 24th of November in central London. Any final message that you want to share with people to finish off?
Just, I think, come along and we'll have a really interesting and exciting evening, and I'm really looking forward to it.
Brilliant. Well, looking forward to it too. Thanks so much, Helen. See you soon.
Right, see you.
Bye.